Welcome. Here's another red Black Sabo build. Right, so this ain't Revolutionary Army. This is more black deck focused, black Air Force energy focused. So yeah, just seeing how well the Animal Kingdom and Navy can collaborate together. Especially since, Jack is strong. Jack is just going into like every black build. And it's funny. It's good to see somebody trying out Queen. I got some Queen ideas. Hopefully, I ain't gonna have to research some old Queen decks. So I'm about to look up some old Queen gameplay footage and stuff like that. I love seeing people take advantage of the one drops because it's always a discomfort. It's always a discomfort when you have to deal with that attack, and it's like, well, he has a one drop to counter attack, but I'm talking about in general. People, if they can find the opportunity, should use their low drops just to swing with, and it just throws the opponent off. It really works out. $7K, yeah, we can counter out of that. No more search. We feel confident in what we have in our hand. I mean, we got two Hinas. Okay, we go brand new. So it looks like we want the Jack or any other big body. Impact wave. So that might actually be relevant. Because Zoro's out there. And of course, there's still, 1, 2, and 3 drops being played. I know once the game became focused on a curve, I know everybody went into, skirt curve builds and stuff like that. But you still see some important low drops hitting the board. I only say that because it might be like a wee bit discouraging. It's kind of funny. Like it might be a wee bit discouraging to play cards that can affect low drops because blockers are still relevant to a degree, So just keep that in mind, food for thought. Like if you really have to decide on what to play sometimes, actually just look at meta decks and see like what the ratio is. Because I promise you, it feels it. What's going on? Hurry up, make a decision. It feels as if oh yeah, you don't see no one drops, and if there is a one drop, it's because it's a search, and so on and so forth, right? But that's just like the clearest example. So that you don't even want to waste your time putting certain cards in a deck, and then you're playing, and then all of a sudden, here's a Rush Zoro or whatever relevant drops. Here's their blocker. Here's the Onami that is 3,000. So all you gotta do is put 2 down and swing. Like, you get what I'm saying? So there's a lot that we always look over when it comes to low drops. There's a lot of low drops that we just look over. So Queen is about to really start the shenanigans. They just need to guarantee a big drop in their hand at this point in the game. They should be taking life as well. I can see that being a thing. I mean, if they don't have it after that Perona card, I feel like they should set up pretty soon for their 8 drop. Okay, we just wanted to guarantee KO. Understandable. Yeah, because that could have been potentially 3 attacks. This is funny. I've never seen low drops be so relevant in this game. Like, they're really outside of a red-green law deck, right? Or a Zoro deck. You're seeing these one drops battling, and it's hilarious. Are we really gonna play that? Yeah, I'm surprised we're not gonna. Yeah, I would set up Scratchman a Poo. Because yeah, you already know they're gonna get to their game state where they're high dropping. So it's gonna be good to have some cost reduction on the board. Damn, they playing this. Well, okay then. The ice only play was always a good play. The only thing that held that play back is the fact that you need to have the card combination in your hand. That's what holds that play back. That's it. That's the only thing that holds that play back. You needed to have that. If that Scratchman or Puda in your bottom deck, then we could have just got that off the board. Yeah, you just need to have them both in your hand. It's like, even though they made crazy levels of search, because you got the queen that can look at top 7 and add both cards, and of course you got Who's Who that can search and pluck one of them. It's like not consistent enough. This is funny. So Queen has officially reached the game state that they would like to be in, but we don't have the cost reduction. So the best thing this can do for us is reduce card size in the opponent's hand. If that part works. Okay, it looks like it does. What the heck? We was ready to concede if it didn't work or something. What the heck? That's hilarious. Well, it's good to know. Even if there's no target on the board, you can still force your opponent to discard a card. Oh man, that was funny. I don't know why they chose to attack with that, because, oh, you know what? They just probably really felt a need to get that pressure off the board. Oh, and they were putting it on top of live. Okay. Smart play, smart play. I got you. That was a smart play. Okay, I can't lie to you. Now, this is where things get a little hairy, Styles. Because this is where we're gonna really have to mount an offense. Okay, cool. Board development. Let's go. And then them being able to counterattack. So we do have 2K counters in our hand. So there's a good chance we're gonna be able to keep our Kaido alive. And with Hina, here's the fun part. If they're not attacking with the Oni, you can just use Hina to stop the Oni from being able to attack. But they would have to get around the Hina, they would have to attack with the Oni first. I can't remember if he bottom decks anything or just a 5-drop. I think it's just a 5-drop. Okay. Oh, look. We can block. Oh, he's an 8-drop. It don't matter. Oh, that's so weird. That is weird. Okay, just... we could probably take it and then potentially go for game. Remember, Queen plays a lot of dead cards. They play a lot of bricks. Unless you have an Ice Age, this is looking kind of tricky. Okay, so we're keeping the Who's Who as a backup just in case. We get another blocker, so we're pretty safe. We could counterattack, but if we push our opponent's hand to an uncomfortable hand size. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Nah, I don't think there's. Even if they take both the cards in hand, then draw, they just need the ability to play 2 cards. So, I mean, I don't know what their hand size looks like, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if that's not a problem for them. So we're going for game. That's why we're like swinging so high. Okay, that's telegraphed. So we got the game here. Well, it's not telegraphed. That shouldn't count. But you get what I'm saying. Swing 7 and then GG. Essentially, if they took the life, the next swing would be way too big. So that's what I'm saying. It's not really telegraphed, but it let us, by countering out, it just let us comfortably know, oh, we win. That's what I meant by telegraphed it. All right, we're going up against a Perona. Perona's interesting. She's like an interesting mid-tier deck. Because she's a leader ability. She's a leader ability. She's a leader with 2 abilities, right? Consistent cost reduction if you need it. It's always available. It's always there, or resting. She's great for pre-releases. I'm telling y'all, she's really good for pre-releases. Because I tried her. It's like when it comes to pre-release, everybody's stacking their deck with vanillas or whatever, a comfortable set of low drops that can swing pretty rough. So with Perona, it's like, I'm just going to rest them and swing into them, preventing you from getting attacks off. And as you're constantly trying to develop board, and I can avoid attacking your life because I can pretty much always guaranteeing myself a target. Yeah, you're not going to get no resources until I'm ready to start giving you resources. So that's the advantage that Perona has. Just trust me. During pre-release, that's what people are doing. They are stacking their decks with strong low drops. Oh, we save it, and then they're gonna... I know what's about to happen. Ryuma? Okay, maybe not. Oh no, of course. It's like when you take a test, your first guess is always the right answer. Man, it would have been great to use that leader ability to protect it. Now that I think about it. I mean, I get that we didn't have it, but you know. Now we do. The problem is we also have to fight back against being attacked. So that's part of the problem. If anybody remembers Isho, then they gotta realize they gotta be careful. See, Isho, at one point, always a good card. Hilarious, right? Always a good card. Saw no play because when it came out, it's like telegraphed, right? So people kept playing around it. And then it's like, oh, maybe this card is just not worth using. I'm guessing that played a role in why Isho didn't see much play. And then it just falls off the face of the earth and then comes back and catches people off guard. Because what's that? Pudding and Law. They just became the hand terrorist. Yeah, you could do it. The only thing is getting counterattacked is gonna be rough. Do you want you thinking about going Jack and then taking something off the board? Okay, we're just gonna go with the hand destruction. And they take. Alright. Are we trying to go for like another E-show play? Like, are we gonna swing with our E-show? See if they, oh my god. They drew 2 and they're gonna go for a search, because why not? Now it's probably hyper tempting to just play another E-show. But we gotta also make sure we can control that board. Remember, Perona's a leader that can attack, so it's not one of those non-attacking leaders. And then so essentially there's a couple of threats on that board is what I'm saying. Oh, interesting. Wonder what they meant by that. They're probably, okay, so this is what I'm guessing. They're probably looking for him, and in 1, 2, 3 searches could not find another one. That's probably what they're trying to say. Well, everything's in Jack territory. And then, to be honest, the swings are going to be too big with Isho. Low key, yeah, then, okay. So, we swing into the Searcher. We swing into Ryuma with Isho or Brook. I think Brook might be 6k as well. And then, we play Jack. We get 3 things off the board, potentially. And we have another Isho play next turn. See? I mean, we play it now. But if you want to be able to just take 3 off the board, then I think you're probably playing Jack this turn. Yeah, see, you're swinging 9. Most people will not counter out. They might block. They might use their blocker, but most people will not counter out of that. Okay, you put a Dawn on for the hero. I almost said hero ability, the leader ability. No, we don't. Okay. We need to start bluffing with Dawn. That's what we need to start doing. Just tough decisions. Well, Isho is viable for the next play because of the hand destruction. Okay, so we pass up on that. You see, unless they play a bunch of low drops, we could have got another 2 free cards out the hand. And if you want to think of it this way, because I like thinking of it this way, if you get rid of cards out the hand, it's almost like the same thing as a KO or some sort of removal effect. It's just that it wasn't on the board. So Isho pops 2 cards, right? Jack pops 1. So that's like a way to look at it if you want to look at it that way. And then we're at the 10 Dawn state. So if we played Isho, we have 2 Dawn left over. We can actually give it to both Ishos, 1 to each. And then Jack can just pop anything off the board. Huh. There's a wonderful Gecko Moria, huh? So we reached the game state where it's now the War of Nutrition. Well, luckily we got the Ice Age. So we can still play Jack essentially. Probably don't attack life. You could play Jack, you could play Ice Age, you can get rid of the Gecko Moria, you can attack the one-legged soldier, and it would be weird if they save it, but see right now, especially since you chucked the E-Show, right now the Scratchman the Pooh has a lot more value. Because if you did double E-Show drop, they would have lost 2 cards. You could still pop. You still would have been able to pop the Gecko. So that would have been 3 cards, and then of course here's an attack. You know what's still good about this part of the play? If we choose to summon Jack, we can get rid of, what is that, Hiyori? And stop them from drawing a card and cheating out a 4-drop or 5-drop, well, most likely going to be a 4-drop from No Dawn, because that's what's going to happen. They're going to cheat something out for No Dawn. Well, I guess it's Scratchman in comparison. Sabo is the better blocker technically, and Who's Who has a higher ceiling if you really need to. Okay, so now everything's super buffed on our board. So if they want to swing over something, they're going to have to swing big. We still got the leader ability to block. Look at all the cards in that Perona's hand. That's so crazy. And that's the sad part about KO abilities. It's like, yeah, you got all that in your hand, but that doesn't mean you're protecting anything. That's crazy. You're going for the Jack? That's crazy. And I guess you gotta play another one. Because going for the E-Show would have been a lot easier, a lot more comfortable in terms of that play. You would have kept the 2K counter in your hand. And then E-Show's allowing Jack to really be that problem. You see? Add the 1 Dawn. Lucky we ain't running into a Punk Gibson. Oh man, if they block, they have to use counter power, because if they block, they already know a giant swing is coming in, and that's not, yeah. They weren't really going to be able to stop that. I'm surprised we didn't keep 5 up. Oh, I get it. Probably was trying to convince them to use their blocker. That's probably what it was. Swing that big. Now they have to use blocker. And then we just swing with Jack. Okay, I get it. I'm always playing like too safe. In my mind, I was like, oh, leave 5 up just in case this fails. Then you could just play a blocker and keep yourself in the game. No, right? Like, we can go for a game. Let's just count cards in their hand. 1, 2, 3. Reiju, I always found interesting. Always relevant, right? Like, always relevant. But then, it's like, how should I say this? It's like the kid in class that you know they're in your class and you don't see them or something. It just, I don't know. It's just in my brain. Because I feel like whoever's dominating is just dominating so overwhelmingly. And Rager's just there. Like, yeah, I was there. Was you? I don't remember you being there. No, yeah, I was there. Because We're dealing with Rob Lucci, Gecko, Black Yellow Luffy, Black Luffy, Zoro. There's all these guys out here. Boa did a little bit of something, but now we got the Doflamingo just gonna start terrorizing. Purple Luffy gonna start terrorizing. But Reiju's just always around. Like the person that documents the events. Let's see. I thought they were gonna give us the block. Normally, when something gets cost reduced, right? Then it's like a telegraph. It's like, hey, I'm gonna pop it. I just reduced your blocker. Don't you want to block with it? Cause it's gonna get popped. Reiju's like, I don't give a. What we doing? Our board does look intimidating already. We got a -4 character that's on the board, and they get that ability through attacks. So it's like something you're still forced to defend, which is kind of hilarious. Kuzan is like a double threat, and we got to make sure that Chopper doesn't attack. Resolve. We just forgot. We have proper steps and protocol, you know? What are we thinking about? I mean, I just say attack with Kuzan again, reduce by 4. We have some KO in our hand, right? Yeah, we got Jack. I feel like doing that the other way around is the proper way to do that, but does it really matter? No. And our hand size is so ridiculous right now. We got lots of selection. Okay, we got 2 queens, so we can get rid of 1. Or brand new. We also got Isho in our hand, so. Yeah, it's funny. You would think Reiju would be the deck that Isho probably can consistently go for his Isho play. Oh, we're confident. And of course, them being on 1 life is not what they would want. So, understandable that they chose to block. We have lots of counter power. We still got a leader ability. Okay, they're looking to bounce Kuzan, because that would make lots of sense. I know you don't want to. Yeah, I know it hurts to bounce Kuzan because if we play, we draw. Yeah, this is our hand size is abnormal right now. That's so crazy. This ain't a normal hand size. It's not at all. Like, they need hope. I was gonna say they need a red, but they don't have enough Dawn to make any plays like that. So what they actually need at the moment is hope. And it's funny because if they were to summon red, they would have to, I forgot her name, Hina. They would have to power reduce Hina and attack, because then she'll be too low for our leader ability to kick in. Yeah, I can't see them winning this. It's just too overwhelming at this point. And they didn't get to see anything. I mean, the deck's all about playing red. Once you get the red Power Ranger going over and over again, then that's when you're really seeing some strong plays and some controlling of the board. Well, we're in a very similar game state. We probably can just attack with our Hina. Attack with leader, attack with Hina. And still use... We actually did not need the Isho. I was thinking you could have developed a blocker two blockers. Two blockers? No. Kuzan and Borsellino. I feel like you could have developed those two. So that would just been yeah, we don't need the Kuzan anymore. That would have been essentially two characters on the board for like guaranteed attack next turn and just probably win. But hey, nonetheless, you still need a turn, right? So with Isho and Jack, we're probably looking at game next turn anyway. Now that our Hina is active, we don't have to worry about that type of play. And if they attack Life, we got so much counter power. If they attack Jack, we got a leader ability. And even if we really want to block, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, with one card in hand, no blockers. Oh, okay. They got several cards in hand. Probably can still go for a game for the most part. And I do say probably. I wouldn't really risk it. Yeah, well, all their Dawn tapped out. I can't see them getting a blocker on the board because green would help if they had him on the board. Oh, interesting. That's weird. Yeah, we got so many cards in hand. It's like, why not counter out? Making it hard to see the other cards in our hand, you know? Well, Isho can definitely, yeah, either we could just try to go for the game. Because they only got 2 life. We got 4 attacks. Yeah. See, the 2 big bodies are just too big. No diddy. And then, yeah, 10k swing. Wow. All that was exact. That was an interesting game. It probably would have been a lot different if they saw Reds way sooner. It was just taking... There was no need to play Sabo. The only thing I could think of is they'll probably maybe not Sabo in general, but they'll probably hope it not they're like, hey, play Sabo, and then it's like, oh, I get one more turn. I think that's what they was hoping for. Either that or they were just confused that they never saw Sabo hit the board. I don't know. This is a weird Sabo deck. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And mind you, I didn't build this. Nothing wrong with me not building this. That's why I'm just so confused. It looked like it works. It's like Spanish food. They got a little bit of everything when it comes to seasoning. So here's some this, here's some that, here's some that, here's some this. I think we're good. Play that. Give a Dawn to leader. And turn because Luffy. Well, they already got their Sabo. Oh, Isho's great for this match. Really is. Because the less hand they have, the less shenanigans they get to play. See, Sabo helps us save resources. So that's great. Sadly, we're not on the even curve. Otherwise, that would have been a wonderful Isho bomb. Bow. yeah, being at this weird dawn state, we can't even double summon. We're in a relatively good position, I say. Because they play something, that something can't attack. Oh, flop. So now if they play ace, ace can attack. Because I would imagine they don't necessarily want to. Okay, we're in a good spot. They wouldn't necessarily want to use Sabo, and they only have 3 Dons, so we get to pop that Kuzan to help prevent them from any shenanigans. Yeah, I think you're good. And then if they really attack with Sabo, that's fine. It gives us a target to attack. Yep. So we're at 9. Now this is where it's weird, because we would want to use an ability to take their Kuzan off the board to prevent them from, hurting our board. But our cost reduction comes from a swing. So it's like we have no real way to avoid giving Luffy or putting Luffy at 1 life if we want to use an ability. So that's where the thinking is coming in. It's like, do we potentially jeopardize a loss of a character right now? I was thinking low key, you could play Isho, give a Don to your Sabo, and then potentially thug it out. If they use an ability to pop, you still got your Sabo ability, and maybe we have enough counter power to stop one attack, and then you just take the other attack. That's what I'm thinking. You can play Isho. You don't have to attack with anybody. Okay, so the 2 cards just came out of hand. Oh my god. Okay, looks like they went for the play I was thinking of. And see, so now if they do attack with Kuzan, maybe 5k straight up, 1k counter. They what do you call it? They play whatever, try to pop something, use your leader ability, protect it. There's a good chance they won't have another pop card, because it's like, unless you got 2 5-drop Luffys, you should be okay. See, they're going for the Isho. You'll probably get rid of Queen. Having 2 Jacks in your hand is perfectly fine. Wow, okay. So they they said F that. Well, G. Thanks for watching. Give us a sub.